welcome back. Kazakhstan is nearly gone, but certainly not forgotten. Had lost another home city. Italy's been at it. I've got to admit, actually, I think I might have provoked him. But I think I did talk about that in the last episode, though, didn't I? About agents on his home cities.
Oh yeah, he was a bit of a big threat, and we're taking him down, right?
Well, I was just going to put agents on his home cities as a bit of a revenge attack for taking out one of my home cities. But I have stopped him so far for the last day, since last midnight, from producing any more destroyers, because he's still repairing his naval base. I'll hit him again tonight, and I'll hit his second naval base as well, because he'll be building frigates out there as well. So just slowing him down, really, until we can take him on, because he's already come after me. But I'll have to start thinking about protecting my cities from agent attacks. Now I've started doing it to other people. But God, we've started cracking into Russia. I cannot believe that we got Nizhny. Jonathan, you've been helping me with your strikes, just destroying anything on there. I'm going to see if I can do a run to Moscow, but trick him by putting my strikes over a different city and see if he sends them there instead. But either way, I'm going to have my strikes follow this guy, and there's nothing stopping my guy going into the next province at the moment. I'm not seeing it, but I'll scout around and have a look. And we keep fending off like random tanks and troops that keep coming through. He's still not learned that they're just getting destroyed. What's your kill? Should we have a look at kill counts? I've got 33 kills for the strike fighters, and they're all Russian, probably. Some are Kazakh.
I split mine up, but these four I've got down there, I've got 17 kills.
That's pretty decent.
And these two up here have got 11 between them.
Oh wow! So
it's pretty decent.
28. That's very nice. So we've been killing a lot of Russians.
Yeah, I mean a lot of Russians. I sent you a clipping of the newspaper, and it's just he's lost about 10 each of tanks and motorized infantry, and that's all he's really been sending in. So I think we're at the point now where we can push back, and he's just gonna really start struggling.
Yeah.
So you're sending a troop up to Novosibirsk. So he's just going to gradually lose the cities one by one, and you're not stopping at all. You're letting his cities go rogue so you can move on to the next, which is a very clever tactic.
So I just want to point out that this one troop that's got 4.3 health and level 1 motorized troop has so far taken out 2 of Russia's cities, and he's going to go for the capital. So go on, my son, you can do it. It's the Forlorn Hope, and the Forlorn Hope has been running, and he hasn't died yet. Normally they die, so stay tuned for that one. And Tim, what are you going to do? So Italy sent his 3 destroyers and 2 frigates over to this city, which we obviously predicted, and I'd written off a day or 2 ago. But what have you got planned to? Oh, you're sending your ships in. Are you really going to have a go at him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I wanna first see like what he's got left, what health he's on. I don't know exactly how the matchup's gonna go. To be honest, so I'll just try it out. I'll just get a couple of hits in and see what happens.
Okay.
I don't know if I win the fight or not, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you'd stand a very good chance, because your 3 destroyers match his 3 destroyers, and then you've got a sub that has 9 attacks. So, but not many hit points.
And you've got a naval patrol aircraft.
Yeah.
Well, are you currently at war with him?
Not yet.
I was thinking like you could properly scout him out, and then if you hover right above him and then attack him, it might his frigates might not get in an extra hit. They'd only get in the initial hit. That'd be a good way to start a fight. Of course, they've still got their defensive bonus against planes too, so you might lose the plane And it might be worth you holding it back until the frigates are destroyed. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty keen to get my strike fighters back to hit him when he loses his frigates, but I'm very close, and I'm conscious that I really got to see this forlorn hope in to Moscow with my strike fighters. So I'm torn, really.
It's not going to be the end of the world if you don't get there. I'm going to muster my troops at this province that we've been flying in and out of just south of Yekaterinburg. I'll actually deal with Rogue State here.
Brilliant.
And I'm going to move west from there. And
great.
If I'm moving across up here, that gives you a little bit more room to defend your home cities and move into Iran down south.
Yeah.
It is going to take a day for my sun turrets to get there, though. But I will have quite a big stack that I could just move and clean up some of these Russian cities.
Very nice.
And then we could be ready to move into Europe in a week or so.
That would be cool, and I will not rest happy until I've taken down Italy. The scummy guy or girl, whoever it is, taking out my home cities. But I've got one home city well and truly tied down now. I've got four rockets with a fifth on the way, so 5 rockets, and they've already got a level 1 bunker, just building a level 1 hospital, and then just getting a level 2 bunker built. That they're not gonna be able to take that down, and then I'll start stacking bumpers on rockets on the other city, and defend that as well, and we'll be fine. It's kind of dashed my hopes of getting any sort of navy anytime soon because I've lost the naval yards, and so I just need to make sure that they're defendable before I just build the navy up again. You know, the harbours. There's no point in building something that just get knocked down again. Excuse me, still got this wretched cough for the last few episodes. Hopefully not annoying too many people. But oh yeah, I can see you're moving a strike over, Jonathan, to make yourself a stack of 5. Oh, I've started building.
Yeah.
I've queued up a heavy bomber. Starts in about 9 hours, completed in 1 day, 6 hours. So that'll come in very handy for smashing infrastructure for people. Looks like you guys have tied up the south, the islands around the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to move into Darwin now. Tim, if you've got a spare boat, could you just see if there's any boats outside Darwin? If there's troops on there, I might still invade. But I'm going to have a big stack moving in there.
Nice.
4,
yeah, take out Australia.
9 troops. Be pretty good.
Combat recons. Troops, infantry level 3. Advancing nice. Mobile SAM.
Yeah, but I mean, the troops don't need to be particularly strong because we can always build airfields to have strike cover, and we'll have naval superiority over some of these bases. It might be worth checking some of those. I know you're fighting a naval battle with Italy now, but if he hasn't got many boats around his cities, you could just go around and destroy the ports one by one.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I was literally going to do this afternoon if Italy hadn't gone for Kolkata. But he has. So it's a good day or so traveling between each point.
Yeah.
Pretty long. I need more destroyers, really.
Well, we definitely need to focus on killing Italy. So, I mean, if our invasion fails into Darwin, if there's too many ships, then we could always just pull back. If we do get a foothold and then he sends a load of ships after us, could be problematic, but he'd probably just be trying to reclaim a city anyway. We've killed 14 of his troops that he sent to Jakarta and Surabaya, and he didn't send any ships after you then. So I don't really know what he's doing.
He doesn't really seem that active, not very reactive, at least, to what's been happening to his troops. and he was sat on Surabaya for a few days before he actually moved on to Jakarta.
Mm.
He sent me that right of way request a few days ago, but never said anything since. So I don't know what he's doing, to be honest.
He's taken Papua New Guinea off you.
Yeah, well, he had that anyway. He took but yeah, he took half of it that was Indonesia.
Who knows? He could be amassing a force on the northwest tip because there is a port up there. He'd only be a short distance away from your home cities.
Yeah.
So, gotta watch out for that. Maybe you could get a radar on one of these little islands.
That's probably what to do, to be fair. Scout some radars. Those islands in the next week or so.
Yeah.
Get plenty of vision. Maybe even one on like Guam or something.
But it shouldn't pose too much of a threat. And once we've got Australia, it should be quite easy to defend. It's not the first target for anyone usually, unless you're moving from like South America west. But that's a bit of a stretch. That doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, and then New Zealand, few cities on New Zealand up for grabs. Would you bother? Doesn't look reactive.
No, it's just one of those things. It's just so far away. Like if you were to start in Africa, for example, like you usually wouldn't end up taking Russia if you could take all of Europe and the Middle East first. Like if you don't need to take something which is just going to be such an effort to take, then there's absolutely no point.
Yeah, it's a pain that we're stuck with trying to attack Russia because it's going to take forever to try and wrap up that war. I don't think we may not wrap up the war with Russia. It might just be pointless putting resources into trying to close it off by taking all their land.
Well, we can absolutely cripple him and take him out of the game.
Oh yeah.
And then once we're sure he's got no more troops left, then you can just send one troop on a walkabout through all of these different provinces. And we'll just have to hope that he sends every troop for us before he quits. That's usually what happens. Player will send every troop they have at you. What's actually more difficult is when you're facing a computer and they've just got random troops waiting in provinces where you don't expect. And you'll try and reclaim all of their land and you'll just lose your troops. So what you actually need to be doing is paying attention all the time, which is not ideal.
Yeah, or have a big stack walking through. They're guaranteed to get through, but then that's committing too many resources. So
yeah, precisely. Yeah, these provinces, I mean, you know, once they're taken, they'll give us a big cash advantage, which isn't to be sniffed at. But for me, it's all about these cities. We want to be getting into this juicy Belarusian, Ukrainian, Romanian area.
Yeah, there's some good concentrations of cities here that we can help snowball our production. I'll need it. The loss of these two cities. Okay. Looking good. I'm starting to get a bit of an excess of resources, but only because I was attacked a bit and it sort of shut me down. What am I doing? I'm building rockets, nearly got a level 3 recruiting office, and I've got plenty of electronics to build them. It's just components that might get a bit short, but I've got plenty for now. I've got a
load of components and I'm short of electronics, so we could do a trade.
Yeah, we could do a trade. Yeah, because I'm building mechs. The only thing that's taking electronics really, I guess, is the rockets and probably the strikes. Bombers. Yeah, bombers 900. I'll probably get through the electronics. What am I doing on the electronic city? So I've got level 5 arms industry, level 1 underground bunkers, so then hospitals next. Yeah, I can just build a load of infrastructure now. Let's do that.
You've got any spare electronics? I put up 1,000 at 7. And I'm happy to sell you some components.
Okay, right, fine. But after this episode, because I normally end up cutting off episodes when I do
don't hit the space bar, whatever you do.
It's the enter button. It's the hotkey on the recording stuff I'm using.
Yeah, that's understandable. I thought you'd say that.
All right. I'll maybe a few hundred, but I think I will end up needing them. But yeah, I can drip feed you electronics. I've got a good supply now.
It's often something I end up forgetting about. Starting off with 2 supply cities, like I know I'm going to use a lot of them, but don't usually end up running out. I'm already on 229 an hour, and I'm looking to churn out quite a lot of rocket launchers. But I think the
and supplies, 229.
Yeah, supplies.
I thought you were going to say electronics. Huh?
No. You must be doing pretty well because you started off with what, like 8 cities?
8 cities, 320 supplies an hour, 179 components. But then, of course, that one of my component cities has just been hit.
Yeah, so that's still incredibly good.
Yeah, it's still decent, isn't it? Because it's still like the equivalent of having one good component city, which I've got. 146 an hour on the electronics. So, but I've really focused on that from the very beginning. So I know that's really important to get some of the good stuff. You know, anything that flies, anything that swims, and anything that's support, really. So all the good stuff. Mainly rockets and strikes in my world. Pump them out. So when I get level 3 recruiting office, that's going to give me 45% faster mobilization. So I make the rockets 45% faster. If I can get up to the next level, I can make them 70% faster, which is a bit of a step change up. And I've got everything in stock to do it, so I could do that. I could snowball rocket production. Do you think I should? Can't see.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just as long as you've got enough anti-air to cover them, they're the best thing. You know, if you've got max level rockets, then all of your mechanized and armored fighting become obsolete, really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I'm going to build a recruiting office level 4, which I've never had before, and I can pretty much make anything I like in there. So I can switch production over to mobile SAMs and build myself a big stack of rockets. Ooh, that'd be good. Give that a go. So that'll start in about 6 hours. Yeah, because I think it seems like a waste of resources, but I'm a bit committed now. I'm going to have to put a big stack of rockets on 2 of my coastal cities. The others don't really matter. But if I upgrade my rockets as well so they can fly, then that's going to give me a huge advantage. So I think I'm actually going to just really focus on upgrading rockets to level 4 now. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to need to do the same thing. But for now, I'm just gathering all my rockets defensively on my home cities, just because I really don't want to spend 5 days getting them to the front line.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's good to have a bit of defence as well, especially on the coastal areas, especially as we've got Italy on the rampage. Okay, well, I'm going to start researching rockets level 2 in a few hours once I've got the rare materials, which is going to take a while. I'm on 2,000, but I'm only producing 33 an hour. So, excuse me. Ooh, has anyone got any spare rares? I'm happy to wait.
Spare rares? Oh no, never. I'm still only researching one thing a day. How about you, Tim?
Not at the moment.
Should have taken it when you offered, Tim. But no, I'm happy to wait for them to build up. I've researched level 1 of everything I need, so that's cool. See you taking out Rogue State with your strikes, John.
Yeah. I don't want them to overrun that province when I'm moving all my troops in. Maybe I can hold some of these cities with the troops I move in before I start being more aggressive. See.
Mopping up Mongolia, and then Tim, what's the plan with you? What you doing?
Yeah, I've been moving through the rest of well, what was China? Oh no, actually no. One of these cities is Mongolia's home city. Yeah, the last Mongolian city. Just moving towards that and moving towards Harbin. I'll sort of circle round, take the rest of that Chinese territory, and then move into Korea.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got pretty much all of my troops over there.
Yeah, it's good you're mopping up Mongolia. That's going to work very nicely. And then back down to the Koreas. Ooh, could you swing... actually, I'm not sure there's any point. Would you swing by Russia and take out the city, or do you not want to get in the never-ending war?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not really at war with many countries at the moment. Indonesia's actually gone, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indonesia's
Yeah.
done,
Yeah,
so
you tied it up.
that's one dealt with. Probably only at war with 3 or 4 countries at the moment, then.
Nice. Maybe you could
Don't mind.
take out Vladivostok then. That'll
Yeah.
be
Only at
another
war with 4
city.
countries. That's all right.
You're at war with 4, are you?
Yeah, there's just a bit of China to clear up. I think that should be
I've got
prioritised. I
5.
think we're all at war with China, aren't we?
Yeah, China would be nice. I'm at war with 5, so China, Kazakhstan, Russia, Italy, I guess, and I'm not sure who else.
Rogue state.
Must be Rogue State. I thought they weren't counted in one, but maybe that's the update's changed. Who knows?
Well, it lists them saying you're at war with them. I don't know if that actually affects your morale or not, because of course, like everyone's at war with them all the time. So, in a way, it doesn't make a difference anyway.
I kept taking out Moscow's airbase. Kazakhstan kept building air bases. I think they were desperate to try and get Russia to fly in, but they've just been an absolute disaster. That I don't know. I don't think they could have played. I mean, they tried to be sneaky. They tried building the air bases. Maybe that tactic works with people because you just don't think to look for them. But every time they've tried building an air base, I've destroyed it. Or you destroyed one, didn't you, John? Yesterday?
Yeah, it's just incredibly haphazard and disorganized. Just they're sending everything they can at us at once and just taking any opportunity. But like, if they actually took a day or 2 to gather their troops together and come at us with full stacks, then they may have actually got somewhere.
Yeah, we'd have struggled.
And they haven't made any extra progress building these air bases because, like you said, we've just destroyed them, or it's given us a clear indication of where they're flying their troops into.
They've done nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
But give us XP. You're up there.
It's always appreciated. So, I'm always happy when I see just tanks on their own, unaccompanied by anti-air. It's just free XP.
It's crazy, isn't it? And there was a tank on its own coming at me near where you've got your strikes now. And I thought, I'm going to send my air superiority fighter against it because it's just not going to get hit at all. There's going to be no
Yeah,
comeback.
I've done that before.
So I did that.
Just give it a few days and then it's done.
Yeah. You at least damage it a bit. So that's fine. Oh, so it's all going on, and really, really keen to get Italy. I must say, Kazakhstan has been messaging us, and I'm not going to say what he's been saying because it's disgusting. He's been saying some pretty X-rated things. But
talking about going to the beach, wasn't he, Tim? I think he's very keen on having a summer holiday. Of course, we're all locked down due to the coronavirus, but yeah, I mean, you can't really blame him for wanting to go to the beach. Is that right?
Very bad things.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Very naughty man. Maybe I should do like an X-rated episode and hide it behind like an age verification wall and show people some of the stuff he's been sending us. You'd be shocked.
We've received lots of very interesting messages over the games we've had. And more often than not, they're just funny. So
yeah, they were
keep
getting
them
quite
coming.
funny. Yeah, they were pretty funny. But you got we found hilarious. It's water off a duck's back, but some people take that stuff seriously. So there can be some very bullying behaviour in this game, very intimidating behaviour, and people kind of fold to it sometimes.
Absolutely. When you're playing with warfare, some people do just take it a little bit too seriously. You've got to step back and think this is a game about painting a map. That's all that it is.
Paint it in your colour or go home.
Yep. It's like Bob Ross painting happy little shapes.
We've got some quite nice colours. I remember there was one series we did that was just all like green, and it was a bit boring, but these are good. I'm happy with the yellow and the red.
I'm not going to lie, it kind of annoyed me that mine and Tim's colours weren't a little bit more clashing.
Yeah.
Because I thought at first,
same,
I couldn't really see the differences in the colour. I thought we were just going to blend into one another. But yeah, on our last series, we were all just grey, weren't we?
Yeah. So this is good, even though you and Tim are like the same person now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There we go. It's such a small thing to be concerned about, but you do just spend all your time looking at these same colours. Unless you switch into off from political mode. Yeah. Like you said, it's just green and red.
I know, I'm so used to political mode. Let's have a look at what it's like. Oh no. I've just
Or
gone
you
off,
could be really wild and go on terrain view. And then everything's lots of different colours.
I just went off full screen and revealed the game code. But anyway, we're so far into the game, I think we'll be fine. And if I hadn't even pointed it out, no one would have noticed. But who's going to be watching this late into the recording? No one. No one will have seen that. There we go.
If you are watching, then leave a comment to say hi.
In the game. Keep it clean. There we go. There's the green map, the normal map. Russia's all in red. Look at them. Well, any last thoughts?
Colours can be very pretty.
Very good, Jonathan.
Yes.
Very good, Tim. Well, join us in the next episode. It's kicking off. We're near Russia's capital, and the Forlorn Hope is diving in. It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Over and out.